anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. 5-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Adams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning it on! And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Canes!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice. A 72-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That defensive important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like that.
Turns it on down the left side. Past the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. That Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try the run. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Going over the top. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 4 over Clemson. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Canes will hustle to the line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. He now has 108 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well,
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
This offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that lead.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Kane. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. Not only the fourth and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Kane. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. A designed run for the quarterback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Offense lining up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys.
They'll try to get him on the fake. Oh, he's got some space. And the roll of the dice. Up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Off the play fake on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys in the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll give it to him again. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Canes moving quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes are on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps looking downfield. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hanging that.
Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Liberty. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Auburn offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. If they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it up to 30. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn lines up quickly.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
He's got an open man. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. On the ground, it's Grove. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Grove. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Kane. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush.
Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Kings! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
But that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Kane. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun to give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Sets up the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Sends it downfield. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over Liberty. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Unloads it left. And that is his fifth interception, and he comes out to try for 6. He'll be lucky.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That